And there's a real segregation of ideas right now. You got the left, you got the right, and the two shall never meet, like oil and water. And our devices are making sure that that segregation of ideas are persistent. They don't go away. And this is a really scary thought, because the word segregation should trigger memories of an earlier time, only 58 years ago, 57 years ago. This country suffered from a different type of segregation. Black people, white people, we would not mix in certain parts of the country. And in a very real sense, these echo chambers existed for both races. The white people, they wanted to be with white people. They wanted to only live within the values of that system that they believed were superior to the values within the system of the other people. And it was a disintegration of ideas, a disintegration of culture, and a really harmful perspective of who we are as people. A disconnect in morality, a disconnect in humanity. And so what had to happen? White people refused to reintegrate with black people, right? White-only water fountains, white-only restaurants, cafes, movie theaters, stores, and then the back of the bus for black people, the front of the bus for white people. And we all heard about Rosa Parks and her extremely bold move to say, fuck you, I'm sitting in the front of the bus. And how that small action created bold headlines, as though, how could this person dare to try to integrate herself into white culture? Fortunately, she wasn't assassinated. So something had to be done. And the Civil Rights Act of 1964 forced the integration of black people and white people, basically making it illegal for white companies to refuse to service black people, or making it illegal for schools to be white only, forcing people to integrate not only color, but ideology. Do you see where I'm going with this? So we had to create a law that took away the rights of people to exist within their echo chambers. These people just went apeshit crazy. I mean, protests in the streets, outrage, the newspapers and politicians condemning this as this act of horrific taking away our rights to be with the people that we feel comfortable with, that we want to be with. But this was a societal decision that says that the health of the nation was more important than the comfort of segregation. And I think that we are in a situation now that is very, very similar. The segregation of ideas, the segregation of ideologies, the inability to communicate with a person who is established as left or as right. Charlie Kirk, who was automatically hated because he was considered a conservative, and the ultimate binky, our societal pacifier here, validating that anger and that hatred towards that person, towards a people, which led to harm and death. And we have to take this consequence very, very real. This is a segregation that has now become an epidemic, a problem of proportionality that really, I don't know if we can solve this on our own. Can we have the maturity? Can we have the strength? Can we have the courage to put ourselves out there and mingle with people who disagree with us ideologically, and have the patience and the control and the intelligence and the security to communicate with those people without lambasting them and without dehumanizing them, using language that's designed to hurt and shut down the communication. Can we do that? And honestly, I don't think we can. In the last 10 years, we have become so undisciplined in our ability to communicate because of this device, because of what we're being told, because of the algorithms that are keeping us locked within our echo chambers. I don't think there's a solution to break free. And just like in 1964, nobody voluntarily chooses discomfort over comfort. And we had to force segregation to end. We had to force people to integrate. And we may be on the precipice of having to do the exact same thing with ideas. And try to imagine what the consequences of that might be.